Que lo que, what it do, y'all? This your boy Rick Diezel. Welcome to my On the Radar beat breakdown for Infamous with Shenseea and Myke Towers. The Infamous beat came about me traveling back and forth from Miami a lot. I kept listening to this record, this Barrington Levy record. And in my head, I just kept thinking, I need to hear these vocals on a dembow. So when I got home, I started looking for the vocals and I found them. And I really started creating the beat before putting the vocals on it. When I had a beat that was sick enough, without no bass, I just put the vocals on top of it. When I put the vocals on, then I started coming up with the beat with the bass of it. And that's how the beat came about. How it got to the movie was a little different. A good friend of mine and collaborator, Mustafa, he had hit me up. He said, yo, Rick, I need some reggaeton beats. So, you know, we always help each other out with placements and stuff like that. So I sent him a pack. And in that pack, I threw a dembow record, you know, for shits and giggles. And he wound up hitting me back and he said, yo, Rick, one of these reggaeton beats, the one with the voices, the Republic Records, Sony people, they love this record right here. They want it. So when he told me that, I just flew out to LA and started working with Mustafa and my boy Shay Jacobs. It couldn't happen without him. We started working on a beat to beef it up and make it stronger for a movie. So when they called me about the movie, it wasn't even, they didn't even say movie. They just said it's a dope record that we want to get done. I said, cool. Now, when they told me about the movie part, man, I couldn't even imagine it, to be honest, bro. I'm in DC driving around doing Uber. And, you know, for him to tell me that was a huge blessing, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even imagine it. It's a dream come true. Cliche saying, but it's a dream come true. That something like that could happen, and it really, you know, fuels your inspiration. So starting up right here with the sample right here, right? The sample is what puts everything together. The sample is what was driving me crazy before I even made the beat. So this is what it sounds like when I got the sample.
Find a bad boy in the corner to move from on ya, cause we are dangerous. Find a bad boy in the corner to move from on ya, cause we are dangerous. Whoa. See?
So after we got that down pack, right? Come over here. Let me play you the beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm using a lot of old school sounds. I'm not using too much of like new stuff. Some of my approach is thinking of the Soulja Boy method, right? When Soulja Boy made those big hits that he didn't need all of these plugins. He didn't need all these crazy effects. He just needed creativity. So dembow comes from the barrios of Dominican Republic that they really don't have a lot of resources. So they work with what they got. So I said to myself, you know what? Let's make this shit sound crazy with whatever I got. So that's what we did right here. So in all, this is what the initial beat sounded like before we went into it and beefed it up for the movie. So check this out.
Find a bad boy in the corner to move from on ya, cause we are dangerous. Find a bad boy in the corner to move from on ya, cause we are dangerous. Whoa. See?
So that's that right there. That's as far as like the initial beat, right? So when we got to LA, that's when I sat down with my boy Mustafa and Shay Jacobs, and we said, yo, we gotta beef this up. So basically right here, this is the record um with no vocals, right? This is what it sounds like when we went in and collaborated and beefed up the beat to make it sound ready for for the movie. I couldn't do it without Shay Jacobs, couldn't do it without Mustafa. So I just want to let y'all know that. But this is what it sounds like right here. No vocals. This is just the beat. It sounds more complete, more ready cinematic. You know what I'm saying? It's giving off the effects and the vibe. Yeah, man. So that's pretty much how the record came about. That's pretty much the beat breakdown right there, man. It's not complicated. It's just using what you got and getting as creative as you can get. You know what I'm saying? You know, to the producers out there, don't break your heads trying to use the most expensive stuff. You know what I'm saying? Use what you got, man. You can create some bangers, man. The advice I'd give the up and coming producers in the game is collaboration is key. You know, networking is key. Your network is your net worth, right? That's a saying a lot of people say. But also look at it like this. You can be the best producer in the world. You can make 20 beats in 10 seconds. That's fire. But who you know in this music industry can also help you a great deal, as far as like they can be the person to help walk those records into the right doors. Not only that, they can also open up your mind to different techniques and different sounds that you might not be privy to. So, you know, my suggestion is, you know, find other producers, man, find different artists, collaborate. You know, I know a lot of producers are introverted and they want to be alone and doing their own thing. But the collaboration can really take you far, man. Thank you for watching my On the Radar beat breakdown for Infamous with Shenseea and Myke Towers.